Hello again, off to Newton today for a real treat for all you rail fans. But of course, if that's not your cup of tea, don't worry, we're still having a nice walk around as well. And the timestamps will enable you to skip anything you're not interested in. Let's get to Newton, let's get some tickets. Lovely. And here we go, as if by magic, we have our train to Newton, where we will get over there, get Andy mic'd up, and start showing you some lovely pictures of trains in the station. Yay! There we are, Polly steps. Smashing. Must turn the wind blocker off, just realised it's still on. Never mind. There we go, they're open and we'll be there later. Lovely. Right, here we are at the station. Over there is an old engine shed, which we'll be coming back to in a minute. But the first picture of the day, and I'm going to say now, they're slightly out of the order that we would have liked, but it's down to the fact that I don't want to spend all day walking up and down the station lining them up to show you them. But anyway, you can see the actual station building itself over there. Well, here it is in...
Well, this was taken in around the 80s, I would imagine. This is a Class 50 coming into Platform 3. Now, the South Devon Railway Company opened the station on December the 30th, 1846, extending the line from Teignmouth. The station was called Newton and was originally broad gauge, which was converted to standard in 1892. In 1847 the line was extended to Totnes. 1848 the branch line to Torquay was added. By 1866 the Morton and Hampstead South Devon Railway opened its branch line to the station. 1876 the South Devon Railway, including the Morton and Hampstead Company, were amalgamated with the Great Western Railway. In 1877 the station was officially named Newton Abbot.
Just over there you can see the old sheds. Of course you can't see all of it because they built that hut there, the T-Bridge hut, right in front of us. But anyway, here's a picture and Andy's going to tell you a bit.
Yeah, by 1927 the station was rebuilt to its current form and was built for 4 platforms, designed by P.E. Culverhouse, the GWR's chief architect. Newton Abbot became the SDR's main base, particularly due to its location between Exeter, Plymouth, and an ideal place for traction repair. The original shed was replaced in 1893 with a larger 8-row GWR standard shed designated as a major regional repair shop. In 1962 the shed was rebuilt to accommodate diesel locomotives, including the new warship class, and a new marshalling yard opening at Hackney. The diesel repair shed closed in 1970, but serving facility remained until 1981 when it moved to Leyra. Today the site, known as Little Swindon, is a Brunel Industrial Estate.
And we'll be visiting Brunel Industrial Estate shortly as we walk back. Right, we're going to have to cross over now to get down the other end of Platform 3, across the way, so we can line up and chat about the old gantry, which is going to be part of the focus of this entire walk. Right, let's get upstairs and get across. There we are, this is Platform 3. Right, we're up this end now. Going to look at where the track used to come through the car park, okay, and also where there used to be a signal box, and Andy's going to tell you some bits and pieces about it.
Well, the station had 2 signal boxes, and the one that where Bill's pointing the direction now is west, and you'll see that in a photograph, and then the other one is the east. And the east and the west ones, they worked alternatively. So you had all the semaphores down here, which would work from the west, and then you had all the semaphores down the other end, which would be worked by the east signal box. And today you can find parts of the old signal box from the west in the GWR museum in the town.
So that's the things when I went there that I was pulling on the
pulling on the levers,
pulling on the levers,
yeah,
the levers.
Yeah.
But the other one would have been down here.
Yeah, where that train's coming in now.
This train has 3 coaches. Train stops in zones 7 to 5.
Lovely. And of course there's a modern day train.
Modern day train.
Smashing.
And just to add to it, that those signal boxes would have been taken out about the same time as the Dawlish and Teignmouth signal boxes and the Dawlish Warren one, which we covered. And of course everything then went on to Exeter.
Yep, that's the early 80s, about 84 I think.
Yeah, I think it's 87 if it's off the top of my head.
Okay. Now, what I wasn't aware of myself, and Andy has filled me in on it, is that, to me, that's always been the car park, and this has always been outside the station.
Yeah.
But it's not, in fact. This is actually,
No.
I'm walking on the platform.
Platform 4.
Yeah.
This is what we're working as platform 4 now.
That's where the
and this
tracks
was
would have
a loop line, so the trains would either loop round here or it would be another collection point. Probably I would have thought local trains to Dawlish and stuff like that, but if not, they would have just looped trains through here.
Right, I'm just going to turn round and facing the opposite direction down towards the main entrance to the station as it is now.
Yeah.
Here's a picture.
Yeah.
Clearly showing the number 4 platform sign.
Yeah. And that picture was taken in the early 70s. It was platform 4 in use, but 1987 platform 4 was removed and the loop line was taken out to facilitate a level entrance and to extend the car park, as you see now in front of you. And of course today the only remnants of it are the canopy, really.
Right, so we walked out the station now. The car park is down there behind that bush, but we're going to divert across and walk through Forde Park. Haven't been to Forde Park before. It's up here, right across the busy road. Right, and this is Forde Park, another green space here in Newton Abbot. One that I haven't actually visited myself before. I don't think I've ever actually been in this one in my life, in fairness.
It's one of the lesser known parks, I think, Bill.
Yeah, I saw it on the maps when I was checking out our route. So if I see a sign anywhere saying, you know, with anything about it, I will film the sign and we'll work out what that is over there by the tennis, yeah, cafe. Work out all that when we get round there.
We could have a game of tennis, I suppose.
We could. Yes, Forde Park. Quite big.
Yes, and a lot of variation of different trees as well, which is nice to see. A nice open space.
A little bit further up now. We'll walk down the front of that little pavilion bit there, see what's going on around the front there.
It's a proper old park, this, isn't it?
Yeah. Here we are, look at that. Our pavilion, it's called Forde Park Community Project. Very nice. What a nice place to stop and have a hot chocolate or a cup of tea. Beautiful.
Or importantly, a cappuccino.
Oh yeah, and cappuccino. But we're going down now to see Abbi at that snack bar that we went to by the quay, which was closed. So we've arranged to meet up with her and say hello. So I'll have a hot chocolate. Well, I don't know about hot chocolate today because it's so hot. But yeah, going to head down there. So that's why we're not stopping there for any drinks or anything. Right, one final little look around.
And that's one big hell of a big tree there in front of you. That is a big tree.
Lovely. And we're going to head down here, head back down to the main road that we came off of. And that main road should take us back to where we need to be. And walking down where that car's going out now, that's basically almost where we came up. So that was a nice little detour through the park. But we're going to go get ourselves lined up with a few more railway shots. Here we are back down looking back at the station. And of course, this is where all the signals used to be.
Yes, down there, well, Newton Abbot had a comprehensive system of semaphore signals that were actually replaced in 1987 as part of the signalling project. These signals were a prominent feature of the station, which had 6 tracks, main, relief and through lines in each direction. A notable feature was a signal gantry displaying an array of signals, which was later relocated near the station, becoming a landmark near the Aldi car park.
Oh look, Aldi. There's the Aldi car park. There's the Signal Gantry. We're going to look at that, but not before we've done a then and now of roughly here. Here we go. Smash in! Now Andy has just noticed the line that I'm looking at right in the centre here. Following it up, that's all that remains of the line that went
onto platform 4 and behind the signal box.
It up and it stops. And that would have carried on down, see? To platform 4, that side of the station there. Lovely. Andy has just mentioned to me he's got a video of people.
It's around about in the 80s and it shows the old signalman here. He was a young fella operating the signals in a sort of a day in the life of it, so to speak.
So what I'm going to do with that is not going to use any of it in the video, but up the top there now should be a link. There he is, just appeared above you, top right, and that will take you directly to the video that Andy is referencing for you to look at your leisure, of course, once you're finished watching the rest of this. Lovely. So here is the original Signal Gantry from Newton Abbot station, which was brought up here to the Aldi car park for restoration work and has been covered in scaffolding for a long time. Let me get a better shot. Here we are amongst all the traffic, stood in the middle of the road, making the most of this view of the signal box.
Yes!
Not the signal box, the Signal Gantry.
The Signal Gantry.
Go on.
The restoration of the Newton Abbot semaphore signal gantry has been completed by the South Devon Railway volunteers. The iconic structure has been refurbished, including repainting, replacement of the signal arms, glass and other necessary repairs. The project was a collaborative effort with the Newton Abbot Town and GWR Museum. The project repair started in May 2024 and was finished this year in May 2025. The Newton Abbot Museum played a significant role to the project, contributing to its completion. You will find many of the old railway artefacts from the railway at Newton in the museum, which Bill has covered in past visits to the town.
Link to that video above, and we're going to walk down there now, down the Brunel Industrial Estate, to get to Abbi Snackbar. Lovely.
Lovely.
Over there is the Teambridge Council offices, and over there, through the trees, if you can make it out, so you just see the top of it, that is Forde House, which is a lovely old building. They do weddings there, etc.
Yes, it's lovely.
And my son got married there, but we'll go there another time. But in the meantime, here's one that Linda sent in, a picture of it from the front. That's what it looks like. Thanks for that, Linda, much appreciated. So I'm making my way down to Abbi Snackbar, and I hear Bill. I turn round to find Ralph and Adam. There they are.
Hi, Bill.
At Brewers Decorating Centre, and they watched the videos, and Ralph was the second person that told me all about the Warmley rating station, because I remember I said there were two people mentioned it to me. Well, Ralph was the first, so there we go. So it's him to thank for me visiting Warmley railway station when I went to Bristol. Anyway, can't stop here talking all day, got to get down to see Abby. There's a snack van powered by the bike. Lovely. Smash in. Over here further along have some old buildings.
Yeah.
And they're the signal buildings apparently.
Yeah, well they're part of the old GWR buildings. There was quite a few of them. You've got to remember this was a huge, great site. It was Newton Abbot's biggest employer.
So you've got the old buildings there, the signal buildings we were looking at, right next to the newer buildings.
Yes.
Like the Kingdom Business Centre, which does office space to rent, etc.
Yes.
And that's where I have to go once a year for my diabetic eye checkup.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's where I go in there, and they have the bottom floor. That's very good actually, very convenient.
Very modern building.
Yeah, and one of the old-fashioned style electricity places.
Yeah, electrical station.
Yeah, which is like the one used to be in the
I was just about to get my kite out, but I think
Yeah.
I'll leave it.
the government health warnings, public service announcements, safety announcements of the 70s.
Yes,
used to
always-
scare
always-
everyone to death.
I always used to remember those with the child floating the kite up into the thing and then getting electrocuted when he climbed up to get it.
And we're coming to the end of the industrial estate now. Last time I walked this way, I took a left and came up underneath the railway lines. But this time I'm going to do a right and follow on down to Abbi Snackbar, a bite to eat, which is the one down at the old quay, which was closed last time I visited. It's open today though. Oh yes. And here we are, Town Quay. Approached from the other side. Lovely. And there's that bridge, which we'll be going up on in a minute to line up a photo.
And there's a train coming in, Bill.
Yes, train in the distance there. Now I should have brought some swan food, shouldn't I? See,
This
I
is
didn't bring
about
any
it.
today. I didn't bring any today.
What's that? All the swans down
Yeah,
there.
swans. Anyway, before we get off the bridge, here's a final picture for you.
Yeah, and it's a picture of a Class 42 warship. It's pulling an old, I presume it's a castle, locomotive across for the Devon Hills. I always thought it was then. And there's another steam train coming around the other way, and that was taken in 1962. And as you can see in behind are the old cooling tower and the power station, which are now gone. And this is where we've got the two rivers are meeting, and on the left hand side the River Lemon's just coming in, which the River Lemon's the one that runs right through the middle of the town.
So yes, one of Bill's followers has been down here waiting all morning.
Yeah, so I believe.
Bless him.
So I believe. Oh yeah.
To meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
I love the bit when it's goodbye from him.
Oh yeah, the old
It's Linda. Linda lives in Newton Abbot and she's looking for a flat exchange to Teignmouth, Dawlish, all the surrounding area, a 1-bedroom, preferably without too many stairs, or at least have a lift. So if anyone's interested,
And good public transport, please.
and good
I don't
public
drive.
transport. Yeah. So anyone's got any ideas? Anyone's interested in changing to Newton Abbot? Drop something in the comments and she'll see it. Now Linda's told me that over here used to be a boat called the Nimrod with flowers in it. Anyway, here's a picture she took of it. There we are. It's gone now, unfortunately. But that used to be over there. Lovely. Look, there's a swan coming out. Smashing with their little signets. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is Ian, another subscriber down here at Abbi's, who we're going to talk to in a moment before we head off and get the train. Here we are at the snack bar. This is Abbi. Hello, Abbi.
Hello there, Bill.
And this is your snack bar, a bite to eat,
Yep, it is.
down here at Town Quays.
It's the Town Quay in Newton Abbot, down by the White Bridge over the River Team.
Lovely, and what a nice place.
It's an absolutely beautiful place down here. We've got so much wildlife, not just the customers, but
Loads
the
of
wildlife of swans and cygnets and goslings and geese. We're very
Smashing.
lucky. We even had the seal up last night, came to pay us a visit at 9 o'clock,
Oh, that would have been lovely
which
to have
was
seen
lovely.
that. So what we got here, we got
This
your
is just our
specials.
specials board. They change usually every month.
Right,
And
lovely.
then we have our full menu, which we hand out to customers as well, which is 3 pages. So quite a big, extensive menu for
Yeah.
a little 18-foot trailer.
Lovely.
We've got our 5-star hygiene rating as well, which is always imperative for people to know.
Smashing.
And I bought this 3 years ago on the 17th of June. So we've just had our 3-year anniversary.
Lovely.
And it's a community here. And that's what I wanted, more than a place to sell food. It was to create a community where everybody comes together, they feel safe, they feel supported, and they get some decent food cooked to order.
Yeah, well, you certainly done a lovely job with it. And
Thank
it
you,
smells
Bill.
lovely. Now, I didn't have my hot chocolate, full disclosure. She did offer me one. The only reason I didn't, it's so hot today. But never mind, I'll come back again in the winter and enjoy one of our hot chocolates. Thank you very much, Abbi.
Thank you, Bill.
Lovely to see you.
And nice
Cheers.
to meet you. Cheers.
Bye.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's the Penguin Castle.
And that's the one we saw at the
That's a surprise.
Holly Steps
What a nice
yesterday.
We're having a breakfast with fried bread.
And as we head back, we go onto the line to the old Heathfield branch, which
That's
is
a-
no more.
One where the track's suspended in the air,
Yeah,
unfortunately. One day we'll go and have a look at that.
and back up past the old power station building. And of course, gate pillars that we looked at last time, the original gates.
Aren't they ornate?
Of course, there's the Tucker's Malton tap house.
Team Worthy Brewery. Wonderful.
Back at the station again.
Yeah.
We made it with about 5 minutes to spare. And this is our one to take us back to Teignmouth. and a virtually empty carriage. Look at that, no one in there. Smashing, they've sent us our own carriage. Lovely. Go coming up on Abbi's. There we are. And they're waving, they're waving. They're waving. Lovely. Right, I'm not sticking around to watch this one go. Sorry, but the video's very long as it stands. So we're going out the back way, the quickest route back to my house. Right, here we go. Going to call it a day now. All good things must come to an end, even in this lovely sunshine.
Yes.
Got to get back for Mum. And going to head up home now. Lovely. So
Great
thank you
day.
all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And it's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from him.
And lovely to meet everyone we met today.
Yes, some nice people.
Smash in.
Lovely.
Cheers.